Okay, today we are having a look at such a cool song, Cleopatra. Well, I can't talk lately. Cleopatra by the Lumineers. And there is a capo on fret 1 for this song. We have 4 familiar chords, are G, D, C, E minor. But then we have this cool little chord, it's called a D sus2. And it's like a D, except you take your second finger off of string 1, so you can hear this, open string 1. And you still strum from the 4th string down. And my guitar is slightly out of tune, sorry about that. There's the problem, string 1. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. I just can't stand to play a song with my guitar out of tune. Okay, so capo 1, like we said. And now, the strum pattern. This is kind of good. It's just a down, up, down, up, down, up. It's all apple, 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 apple for most of the song. Once in a while, you'll have a like a strum where it just lasts for a certain number of beats, but other than that, it's down, up, down, up, down, up. So having our thumb on string 6 is really going to come in handy here, except for like your chords that utilize all 6 strings, like a G, E minor, and the like. But there's plenty of Ds and Cs and the like in here too. So let's do a little playthrough and then talk about what we heard and what we play. Oops. We'll come back to that in just a moment, the verse 2. So the intro, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You can accent the first beat of each measure by giving a little emphasis to that strum. So in slow motion, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and apple, 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 apple. If you can count apple, apple, 4 apples, apple, 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 the first strum of the first apple will get that emphasis. Apple, 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 apple. And you can hear the guitar player doing that sometimes. They'll give a little more emphasis to that first beat. Then once you get into the verse, let's see, so you do the strum pattern, it will be 4 apples. Let's call the strum pattern 4 apples. So you do that 4 times for the first line. But then you continue with G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and apple, 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 apple. Then 4 more times before you get to the word hand where you have that D sus2. I think that's just twice on that chord. Now, I did so many apples, I can't remember. Let's see what happens on that. Yeah, twice. I honestly couldn't remember. So when you get to the D sus2 chords in verse 1, it's 2 strum patterns, which is apple, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the G on the word yeah at the end of the verse 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, apple, 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 2 strum patterns on that. verse 2, well, I'll play through it so I don't have to go poking around the video and you waste your time here. Oh, this is the end of verse 1. No plans. Verse 2. Oh, verse 2. And then that neat little piano part comes in on the, what is that? That's the chorus. That's so nice. Now this is a very good songwriting. In verse 2, they throw that C chord in there to add a little harmonic interest. It's like a little spicy mustard on your sandwich, gives you that zip, and you're like, ooh, what's that? All right, so here you are with your verse 2, G, 1, apple, 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 2 times on G, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 strum pattern on the C, 1 on G, but then you do G again at the beginning of line 2, where it says, and it hardened like my heart. 1, 2, 2 strum patterns more on G, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 on the D sus2. Then you do the same exact thing again, starting on But I Must Admit It. The chorus, let's check it out. Super fun. Okay, you might already be thinking, well, the chorus is going to be the part that I have to work on, and you would be right. Not because the chords are hard, but because they change very, very quickly. So, I would change the strum pattern actually there. So sorry, I have to take back what I said. You are going to have a different strum pattern because it's cool and it sounds good and I think you'll like it. So pair apple, down, down, up. Once per chord, G, D sus2, C, G, C, G, twice on the D sus2 at the end of the line. Then it looks like it does the same thing twice. Pair apple, down, down, up. G, D, C, G, C, G. Oh, and then on that last D sus2, where die, I'll be on time, that part, 1 strum, and let it ring until the guitar comes in again on the bridge with the apple, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Wow, that's so cool, that bridge. Okay, or I'm sorry, the chorus. Let me back the video up just a bit. Okay, this is the bridge and verse 3. Oh, and then the piano and the guitar join there. Okay, so the bridge is this short little part. Apple, 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 apple. Just 2 strum patterns on a G, and then you're into the verse 3. But I'm gonna go back to verse 2. Yep. He threw in, looks like they threw in 1 extra chord, because there's a C chord in that where it says from the strangers in my back seat. huh. So G, this is verse 3, sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 strum patterns on G, 1 on C, 1 on G. Then, yes, my flash, stay on your G, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, apple, apple, 2 on G, 2 on D sus 2, 2 on G, where it says, so I drive a taxi, 1 on C, 1 on G, 1, then back to C, so a little twist here, 1 on C, 1 on G, 2 on D sus 2, and you're into the chorus. And Alex, yeah, same as before. Your pair, apple, once on each chord. But I'm going to play through it anyways until the D sus2, and then the D sus2 at the end of each line of the chorus gets 2 pair apples. Down, down, up, down, down, up. I was wrong. Okay, at the end of that second chorus, he does 2 apples. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So there's a little twist there. At the end of the second chorus, you don't just have 1 strum, you have apple. Then you're into the interlude. So let me back up a little bit. The only gifts from my Lord were birth and divorce. And I've read this script in a costume face, so I play my part. Again, brilliant songwriting with all these little twists and turns, simple chords, but changing it around a little bit. So one interlude, 1 strum each. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after the E minor and the G, each lasting 4 beats, C, D, E minor. And there's an apple, 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 apple on the E minor. So let's review. Interlude. E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, D, and the E minor has an apple, 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 apple. And then G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C, D, G, apple, apple. And let me, how many apples on that last G where it says, so I'll play my part? I honestly can't remember. And I've read this script in a costume face, so I play my part. 4. Okay, so at the end of the interlude, the G, on I'll play my part, that G chord gets a apple, 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 apple. 4 of those, 4 apple strum patterns. Verse 4 looks like it's the same as the others, but let's check it out. Okay, so a lot of little nuances to pay attention to at the end, but really fun to do. Verse 4 is pretty straightforward with your apple, 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 C, apple, 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 no, C, yeah. Oh yeah, on Cleopatra, 1, 2, 2 strum patterns, then 1 on C, 1 on G on the word rafters, and then continue with G. 1, 2, apple, 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 2 on D sus2, then now a nurse. So very soft strumming, where now a nurse. This part, just one strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So the G on the word nurse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4 on C. 1, 2, 3, 4 on G. 1, 2, 3, 4 on C. 1, 2, 3, 4 on G. Let it ring, 2, 3, 4, and 1 on D. And then you start your pair apple on the chorus. Remember to do 2 pair apples on your D sus2 at the end of the line. One strum on your D sus2 where it says I'll be on time, and wait for the and the one strum on a G chord at the end. Super fun song. Sorry for the lengthy video, but there's a lot to cover. Okay, so have fun, practice hard, hit me with any questions anytime, and thank you so much for watching.